What was I just gonna put on? Fuck. Uh, it wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't Street Sharks. It was. Oh, I'm I'm not putting on Crypt TV. We watched a lot of Crypt TV. I slept through a lot of Crypt TV. You could not sleep through the Crypt TV.
No, I could not.
And I just sleep through that shit like nothing, huh?
Yeah, I mean,
like I'm not. Yeah, like
Mr. Nightmare, you know, I can sleep through that, no big deal. This stuff, no.
I could. So if I can sleep through that.
Yeah, you definitely love horror movies.
No, I won't lie and say I haven't experienced those instances where falling asleep during one hasn't directly caused me to have some fucked up dreams.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say not. I would say less often than you think, and it's never been bad enough for me to stop doing it.
Right.
Never. Even day of, like even the day of that I wake up from that fucked up nightmare that I had, probably influenced by the fucked up movie that I watched or fell asleep to.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, worth it, worth it, because after the first, I don't know, couple hours, pretty much over it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you gotta have some. I've had, I would say it's rare I've had nightmares fuck with me beyond a couple hours,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when they're bad.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I usually forget about the shit in less than 1 hour. I'm just on with my day, on with my life. What the fuck? The fuck, mate? Streamlabs fucking having issues here. Streamlabs have fucking issues, innit? Oi. Fresh that fucking chat there, mate. Fresh that fucking chat. Let's see you. Oi. Do that fucking chat, mate. Here we go. What was I gonna put on? Not Crypt TV because I had my fill. Full documentary, spectacular journey. What are we putting on?
There's no update from other people.
I don't think so. I don't know.
You said that Stone Blade seems to be stuff.
PS5.
What? Oh, they don't make anything back at
Full reunion set. What do you mean reunion? Bro, if I put Algernon Caldwell on, I'll never get viewers because of his voice. I don't feel like watching live music right now either. DEI bitches. It's all over my fucking face. It's all over my fucking face. Look.
Look at James's hairline.
California. Yeah. James's hairline is fucked. It is fucked. 4 hours ago. This is brand new. Let's give him the love anyway.
Yeah.
Let's. Oh shit. Let's give him that love. AVGN.
His avatar was always accurate.
On point.
Always accurate.
And he's had many.
He never fluffed, unlike some other people.
Yeah, like Gerard the completionist, always trying to make himself look ripped.
The summer is here, and with it comes a slew of new potential blockbusters.
Damn, James. Bro. Did his head fucking grow?
I told you.
Wait a second. Wait. So he got hair in the thumbnail, but it looked shaved here. Ah. And the hat, he's wearing the hat old man style.
Because his life has changed. The movie changed him.
The movie changed him.
And everything else changed him. And now he doesn't have the hair that makes him look youthful. He's got a cap on to hide his hairline.
The stress.
In the middle of his head.
Did he put himself into massive debt to make a shitty movie
He could
that
have.
he wrote himself?
He could have. Put it all on a dream type.
But the thing is that Tommy Wiseau had the cash.
James had the cash.
Tommy Wiseau really had the cash because he wasn't hurting for nothing after The Room was made. The only thing that was hurt was his feelings.
Yeah.
But even barely so. Like, even barely.
Yeah.
At that. James over here, what are we looking at? Are we looking at watching people dead inside? What is this look on his face? He's like, I need the money, y'all.
I still actually love this topic, but I wish I could be upstairs with my family.
Oh
Fuck
my.
this basement now. This basement made me, and now I don't want to.
He made the intro music is so goddamn loud because he don't want to be. He just don't have the same energy no more.
Oh no. I mean, especially after. Didn't James have the friends that fucked him over too? After the movie?
They weren't friends.
But
They were.
thought they were.
Yeah, I don't know what he did. I don't know.
With the band?
Screenwave and
There
the
we go.
band, yeah, and the
Yeah.
obese guy.
And with it comes a slew of new
God, they got that
potential
obese
blockbusters
guy
to
on
see.
stage.
While there's plenty that are only in the theaters, some movies are coming to
Not
streaming.
doing anything.
Like Beverly Hills Cop 4. Yeah. But what if something's not available in your country? Thankfully,
Oh, it's because he's
ExpressVPN's
doing an
got
ad.
your
Maybe
back.
that's why he's like
ExpressVPN is an app that knocks down the barriers, surround clear, high definition without any. Well, I think a video game is meant to grant you a certain type of control.
Oh yeah, it's completely out of character too.
Okay, yeah, I was like,
So here's James,
Yeah.
By clicking the link in my description
and then we
below.
get the nerd.
Yeah.
What is a video game?
See,
Okay.
this is so strange though because that's the shit that fucked up his movie. That is the shit that fucked up his movie. Because I have not seen the movie. Maybe one day if I have money burning a hole in my pocket, I'll buy it to support him and give it a watch. Since he spent all that damn money on it. But here's the thing. I heard it was shitty from the reviews. And they say that it's basically that the biggest fundamental issue with it is that the nerd is a real person that's not James.
Mhm.
So, and it kind of fucks with the meta and the lore. It kind of fucks with the... I don't know how to describe it. And so he's making that distinction pretty well here, but apparently he failed to do it well in the movie, and that's what ruined it.
That he was too much of one than the other.
It retconned the entire show.
Oh, that's not cool.
Yeah.
I mean, on the one hand, it's impressive, that he can go, that the character switches just like that. But if he brings too much James in it or too much nerd in it when it's not, and he has an arm tattoo. Where's he an arm tattoo?
He been had that.
What purpose does it
I
serve?
don't pay attention to
Well,
that.
I think a video game is meant to grant you a certain type of control and power over a make-believe situation. perhaps
'Cause
to
the shirt-
compensate for
the
control
shirt's
and power
tiny
you
as
lack
fuck
in
on
daily
him.
life.
Okay.
It used to
But
fit
it's
him
not
bigger.
philosophical too soon. But the game I'm talking about here is a bit more intellectual than what I normally read here. But if you've
He
seen
still
my
is more
reviews
chill
of
though,
Earthbound
even
and
as
Final
a
Fantasy VI, you'll know that the Super Nintendo classics are something that I hold sacred and are a prime era of nostalgia for me. The first time I saw Sim City was in the holy pages of that gaming Bible we call Nintendo Power, the scripture of Volume 28, page 74. The power of creation is yours, saith Nintendo. You are bestowed the ability to construct your very own city from the ground up and populate it with people. I had never yet heard of such a game before, where instead of playing the role of a space cadet, a marine, a vampire slayer, a sword-wielding hero, or a Koopa-stomping plumber, you are the mayor of a city. Of course, SimCity was originally on PC, published by Maxis, but then it got Nintendo-fied, and that's when I took notice. The Super Nintendo version, to me, is one of the greatest 16-bit games, and it was also one of the North American launch titles, along with Super Mario World, F-Zero, Pilot Wings, and Gradius 3. What an amazing variety to kickstart a new era of gaming. SimCity has its origins in strategy-based games like Utopia on the Intellivision. Yeah, it's come a long way. And even to this day, with the amount of sim games that exist, SimCity might seem a bit antiquated. However, I don't think its simple charm has ever been surpassed. The reason may have something to do with the intuitive, friendly nature of it, the cartoonish aesthetics, the green-haired Don King guy, Dr. Wright, who acts as your personal advisor, and the relaxing music which puts you in a meditational thinking mood. The music goes through several changes. As your city builds up and the population increases, the music progresses toward a more urgent, industrial, workforce, get shit done kind of feel. It starts as a village, then a town, a city, a capital, and a metropolis, which is the furthest I've ever made it. But if your population reaches 500,000, you advance to something even greater, a megalopolis. Only in the pages of Nintendo Power and the Super Nintendo Player's Guide had I ever seen images of that fabled Mario statue, which would become your prize. That would be the ultimate achievement, something to brag about. All the ladies would want to fuck you. You got the goddamn Mario statue in Sim City. But it ain't happening. Yeah, I've always wanted that statue ever since the magazine taunted me. All my life I've been nothing, but I'll show what a nerd is really worth. I will raise my population and create a civilization that will rival the world! The first thing you need to do is select a landform. If you really want to maximize that population, you don't want there to be too much water, because obviously you can only build on the ground. Those rivers cut through your city and mess up your whole strategy, so you need to tell that water to go fuck off. But finding the right landform is a chore in itself, because there's 1,000 of them to choose from. I'm not kidding. You can see right there, counting landform 0, there are 1,000. You think that's enough? And each one takes about 10 seconds to load. You'll never have time to see all the choices, let alone remember and compare them. Imagine if you started up Mario Kart and there were so many courses to pick you couldn't even look through them all. No sane person in the world has ever laid eyes on every landform in SimCity. Well, at least one. About 10 years ago, someone who was a real trooper actually did. The YouTuber named 316 What Ups. Thank you again for your service. We now know it takes 3 hours and 14 minutes to click through every landform in SimCity. And that's if you're not stopping to look at any of them. What were they thinking? When you start building, you have a budget to work with, so you need to spend wisely. Anyone would expect you're going to need houses, roadways, a power source, police and fire departments, all the necessities that would seem like common sense. And though it kind of functions like a real city, it is of course only a video game. Some things don't make sense, like how come there's a population count when all I've built so far are commercial and industrial zones? Where are those people living? Not to mention, when the game starts, the year is supposed to be 1900, and the first thing I build is a nuclear power plant. Certain logic doesn't apply, because logic is for pussies. You have to tie all the land with a proper balance of 3 different zoning districts: residential, commercial, and industrial. These areas develop on their own. The residential zones, for example, become neighborhoods and then grow into skyscrapers. Other times they become schools or hospitals, which happens automatically at random. All zones need to be connected to a power plant, either by electrical lines or by touching each other in a chain effect. One of the main problems is pollution, which generally comes from the power plants and industrial zones. You buy a nuclear power plant for cleaner energy, but that costs more money. There also needs to be some kind of transit system like roads, but that causes traffic and more pollution, so you can build railways instead, but again, more expensive. Another big problem is crime, so you need to put police stations all over. Why does the police radius need to be so extreme? The amount of crime in SimCity rivals RoboCop's Detroit. One way to gauge the issues is to look at the public poll. The citizens will tell you how well they think you're doing as mayor and what they think the biggest problems are. Then you can decide how you want to allot your funds to address those problems. For example, they say traffic is bad, so I build more roads. Then they demand a stadium, so I build a stadium, which makes more traffic. So I demolish the roads and replace them with railways, and then they find something else to complain about. Every now and then, Dr. Wright appears, who, by the way, is named after SimCity creator Will Wright. He gives you advice and sometimes just comes in to compliment you that everything's going all right. He congratulates you on reaching a new population level, awards you with fun little zoning districts like an amusement park, a zoo, and even your very own house as mayor. But if things are going wrong, he'll let you know that pollution is high, crime is rampant, or if there's a disaster. This could be fire, flood, plane crash, tornado, earthquake, or Bowser attack. In the original PC version, it was a Godzilla-type monster, but Nintendo just couldn't resist. It had to be Bowser. You have the option of playing entire scenarios where you have to solve these disasters. They're based on real cities like San Francisco, Boston, Rio de Janeiro, etc. And of course, the problem in Tokyo is the monster. If you beat all 6 scenarios, you'll have to handle UFO
This is
attacks in
boring,
Las
though.
Vegas. But back to
Yeah.
the task at hand. I want to
We're
raise the
halfway through,
population
and
to 500,000 and
it's
get
like
that
ASMR.
Mario statue. You're gonna
Yeah,
need money,
it's not
not just to build
AVGN at
stuff,
all.
but to maintain
He's
roadways
switched.
and stuff.
This is his
So
new stuff.
where does that money come from?
Really pivoted
From
his
taxing
channel.
the citizens. But if you raise the taxes too high, they get upset. So you lower them, but then the roads start crumbling. You're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Either you run out of money or people leave your city. So that's where
Where's
the
the patch?
cheat code comes in. Ever since I saw it in that player's guide, it became mandatory. At the end of the year, when the tax screen pops up, hold L, leave the screen, come back, make sure funding levels are at 100%, and then, if you release L at the right time, now you have $999,999.
Huh.
Yeah, that'll be enough to keep you going. Now you can build almost infinitely. All the nuclear plants, airports, seaports, and as many stadiums as the citizens want. Nothing can stop you now. However, it still doesn't get you the megalopolis of 500,000 people. That you're going to have to earn by building strategically. So if I'm going to do this, I just have to do it. There's 3 methods I'd say to build your city. The first is the noob method, which is just to place your zones and draw a line of roads and power lines. It's fine, you'll still have fun, but the growth potential is very limited. The second way is the smart method. This is where you pack all your zones together so everything's touching. You group them together in these blocks with your transit system going around. An alternative to this method is leaving a space in the middle of the blocks. Some call this the donut strategy, where you fill in the holes with all those special properties like the banks, casinos, etc. This promotes growth, and in no time, you'll see those zones develop into skyscrapers, except when they become schools and hospitals, but hey, what can you do? But the third method is to play like an insane person, defying all logic and basically trying to hack the game. For example, do you need a transit system? Yes, but just a little strip of railway every now and then is enough. Can you imagine getting on a train that only goes 1 block? That'd be some shitty itinerary. The most tedious part of the game is waiting for tax season. It's the only way to progress when funds run out, but the years drag on pretty slow. You can select different speeds, but even at the highest speed, it's not enough. What it needs is 1 extra speed, a Roadrunner icon. That ought to do it. But the best you can do is just sit around and wait.
It's ASMR for sure.
Pretty good ASMR.
You know, I can review a whole other game in the time this takes. Any game. Food on Atari Lynx. What can you say about this? It's a food beat 'em up game. It opens with a cutscene, but without any text or explanation. I see what looks like two security guards who get knocked over as some guy runs out the door, goes into a pickup truck, and speeds away. Then he shows up at some house, and then level 1, the freezer. Okay. Now you're some green dude beating the shit out of food, I guess? There's a lot of potential here, but I don't know what kind of food these enemies are supposed to look like. I do see tomatoes and carrots, I guess, but are those typically what you put in the freezer? Could they have popsicles, ice cubes, frozen pizzas, ice cream sandwiches? Well, the good thing about tomato enemies is that when you destroy them, it looks like blood. By the way, I got some more money in SimCity, but I'm gonna keep saving up. Kung Fu sounds like a fun concept, but it's unplayable due to the clunky controls and awful hit detection. You can spend close to a minute trying to chase down one enemy. You have to precisely line yourself up toe to toe in order to hit anybody. Come on! Come on, you fucker! See this shit? This is the most rotten food game I've ever played. Though it's pretty awesome seeing your character melt down into a skeleton. That's totally unexpected. I thought he was made of broccoli or something. But it's cool. Also, how many games have you ever played where you can pause the game over screen? So, my city's doing well, but in order to get that megalopolis, I need to reserve as much space as possible. Even if I need to build one little power line, that's going to erase my parks. Those are the little grassy areas. They raise the property value to help the buildings develop. But you can put the power lines over the railways without affecting them. See? It's little tricks like that. You need to fully utilize the land. You can't afford to waste a single pixel anywhere. If you want to win at SimCity, you can't fuck around. You gotta be more aggressive. You gotta demolish anything that's not necessary. What do schools and hospitals do? I can't do that. That's morbid. But they're taking up space, and it's not required to have all those.
Okay, James. It's just... Nah. I mean...
Is it just this video, or is it all the new ones? That one was not good.
What do you mean? It hasn't been great in like 3 years. It hasn't been great in 4 years.
But that was really not great.
Come on. 4 years. 4 years.
It's a long time. Especially
4 years. There's one video he put out that I like in 4 years. The one he put out on Zelda Majora's Mask. That was good. But still not standard format. It's the one video he did outside of standard format that I liked. Look, Star Wars Theory is live. He got the black tank top. He ready to fight Disney.
Literally. Said I'm brawling right now.
He ready to fight Disney. Acolyte episode 5 watch party? Hell no.
This
This
week
guy
in,
busting out of his shirt.
on Twitter will be maybe more death threats. Perhaps.
Death threats. It's not cool.
Hell, for this episode, I'm gonna rip my eyes out, says Till. Why was the Jackie Padawan putting up a better fight than everyone else? Yeah, that's also really interesting. I was thinking that during the thing. I'm like, why is Smilo Ren having a harder time fighting Jackie than he did the Jedi Master? Is it because he was much more apprehensive? No, he wasn't using the same moves. He wasn't nearly as aggressive. He was actually getting, like, pushed around by her. And Soul wasn't able to do that. I mean, choreography, once again. Why they don't hire Nick Gillard, I'll never know. But you know what? Him and I will have a good chat about it in Manhattan, chilling, and we'll get some vlogs for you guys. We'll hang out. It'll be fun. Wow. Nice job on using Jarkai, though. I gotta say, Daphne Keane is great at acting. She's great at her job. And, yeah, she learned the choreography probably pretty quickly, so I think she did a nice job. I'm gonna say anything positive. Shout out to Daphne Keane. I'm gonna miss the Jordan guy. What's his name? York? Soul rating the fight scene, please. Well, why don't I do that on Twitter right now?
What is? Over here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
for Star Wars. I kind of feel some common energy.
What you mean he giving Aquaman energy?
You know what I'm saying? Conan knows every single thing about Dragon Ball Z.
Well, at least you know
and
there's
is
some
loving
people
it
that
every
do
second.
I know some people who would argue with you
And
on
7
that.
to 8
That
was
he
15%.
doesn't know. Well,
5
maybe
to
that
6
was.
at
I-
the time was
I know-
24%,
well,
20%
Everything was too
24%.
He,
And then
I feel like
4
he
and below
knows.
is
He
50%.
comes off like he knows everything, right? But some people-
Yes.
Some people claim they know more, and he's not as knowledgeable as he would have one believe.
There's people what? Wow.
Okay, so I'm saying Kwame got some haters.
Yeah, I was unaware.
Kwame got haters.
Kiadi Mundi die here?
Is
No.
he the equivalent? No, he's bigger.
I honestly like the
Really?
lightsaber duel
Yeah.
to make his way
Wow.
more claim that it'd be
Cool.
better than Maul
He's
versus
probably
Maul.
pre-Kwame.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's definitely one of the biggest OG Star Wars. He's the biggest.
The fight was fun, but
All
the lightsaber
OG
was
Star
always
Wars
better,
YouTube
but
channel.
still, like, kind of the best story and dialogue.
So
Oh, dialogue is
Yeah.
non-existent, I think.
and which is a crying shame that he now he's
Big
now
super chat
pursuing.
from just your average
probably
dad
gonna be
chicken
pursuing
says,
legal action.
$100 for having
Kwame?
watched this.
No,
I haven't seen a single episode of it
Him,
since I
Theory.
thought it looked like complete shite from the preview
From who?
I saw on the internet. And
Yeah.
Damn
I didn't know that.
and damn glad I was right to
They're
say
trying to
that.
sue
What you're
this
saying
guy?
here.
he's trying to sue that. He's trying to sue
I mean, maybe.
Wikipedia
Maybe. We'll see.
for
When Fox was gonna kill a Jedi,
defamation,
we accepted it.
claiming that
You know what?
Theory's fans
Canon has been strapped to a
are
rocket and shot to space.
something or another.
Canceled Disney
responsible
Plus
for
and
some or another, yeah.
It's a broad brush.
Oh, that's true. That's the only way they'll ever win.
So and that broad brush is basically
Better than
saying
sequels, better than sequels
when
would
they're
be
saying
bad.
Star Wars fans are so toxic, da da da. I think what they're trying to say is
What lightsaber fights did you have?
we're afraid of Star Wars theory,
Rey and Kylo,
so let's shit on him and everybody that watches his stuff,
yeah,
as well as everybody
yeah,
else
but,
that
you know, I've
is
seen fan films
not
of
liking
that,
Disney Star Wars.
choreography. Look at the Darth Maul movie. Look at anything from Mike Skywalker. Like
I mean, he's been on YouTube.
fans are literally doing it better. I mean, how do you do that? This was just as Nerdrotic said. They would
He's
play
been on
Satan,
YouTube at least
they
10
would go
years.
with Soul, and Osha would go with the Sith.
Too bad.
New Theory, big fan, watched you since 2019, popped in the stream and I was unsubbed. Are they unsubbing people? Wouldn't be surprised. Love your theory. You know, I've never talked about this, but I was at 3,340,000 subscribers, and I started to notice that it was like unsubs by the day, and I contacted YouTube and they were like, oh, we're just purging accounts, but it was like, it went to like 40, 50,000 subs lost. In the last week, we gained another, I'd say, 20 to 30,000 subscribers, and so many of them are saying the exact same thing you're saying. They're like, I don't know why I was unsubscribed. I don't understand. Maybe it was old accounts.
Wow.
Just came in. Maybe I started.
I would
getting
believe that
some-
because Google's CEO is
I don't know, I don't
female.
have any conspiracy theories, but I do.
YouTube is run by females, women. Okay, so if Kathleen Kennedy call her, man, come, this shit is all so crooked.
For millennia.
It's been crooked.
So
this
she's
time around.
Look at the
It's not-
censorship on YouTube. The censorship is likely because it's a woman. Protect the babies.
It's because of Disney. They got that fat cat money.
You know, because the story is so.
Disney, you think Disney's trying to pay off Google?
Wait,
Yeah.
hold on now.
I could see. Well, I don't know, but
Right.
I
That
could
could be
see.
it.
I could see them working together.
That could be
I
it.
mean,
In my
people are
head,
afraid
Disney
of this.
supports
Like, you know,
expectations.
like,
They told us
as a
the show would be
corporation,
good.
they
Shit.
almost have a monopoly on a lot of things.
They don't have a monopoly.
I said almost.
It's official. It was canceled my Disney Plus subscription after the Sith was taken away by King
Nah.
Jones.
I wouldn't think that. Because a monopoly means
Yeah, you know,
nobody
you
else
can
can
put,
operate
like,
in
6
that
guy like this, but he
sector.
can't get away from the
Right.
bullets
People can
They operate in entertainment.
with a red light.
Everybody, so it's they don't have a maybe in film maybe in like
Wow. Who remembers when Luke ran away from his
like
problem?
animation
My OG
film,
Yeah, I'm
since
not-
and
stuff.
like
My-
maybe in film.
My OG
I
face
should have
is
been
stuff
more
I don't.
specific. I'm not
even
saying
Ben
everything that
came
Disney
along.
has their monopoly and
Yeah.
everything, but in film they
You
have
guys
a lot
remember
of
that?
influential.
Every chance this
IP.
chick gets,
Yeah.
she runs away from her sister. Who, like, she
Well, they
apparently
fucking are
loves.
ruining everything anyway.
I mean,
like
that-
even if
what-
it's good IP, they'll make it bad IP.
Which is just crazy. They
It-
could just leave it
literally,
alone and make
it's
it-
like they're kids. It's like, I love you. We're one under the stars. All this bullshit, and then you're gonna leave. I will kill you. Sets fire to the entire place. Then spends 17, 16 years being an acolyte, training from a Sith. Literally, guy says he's a Sith. Then he kills Jedi Masters, and then she all of a sudden changes her mind. Oh, you know what? My sister's alive. My allegiance is to her. When she sees her sister is in trouble several times, turns her back and runs the other freaking way. Doesn't protect, doesn't nothing, doesn't stand in the way, runs away. When Jackie actually comes in and tries to save Osha. Wild. And then they get together. He's like, don't turn against me again. They brainwashed you. No, you killed Jedi, blah, blah, blah. You need to be turned in for your crimes. Like, you're under arrest, Chancellor. Then he's like, oh, you know what? No, I'm evil again. Screw this. And then goes along with the Jedi, starts killing them. It's like, who wrote this shit? Who wrote this? Why? Why is she constantly wavering in and out? Like, is she, like, being mind controlled? Is she crazy? Or is this just garbage writing? $180 million. When this, literally, episode 4 and 5 didn't even cost this much. It's freaking insane. I don't know, man. I don't know. Wrap your head around that. Crazy. Crazy. Whatever. Hey, it's Yorban time. You think they'll ever make the BWC trilogy? What is that? What was the Star Wars universe needs to use on Long War something to add some grit to the saga? Oh, we just need competent writers, I thought. What's this? What are you? You call me a Sith. Ah! Oh, they perfected the saber battery tech for the next 100 years. Yeah, I mean, if every Jedi, like, I wish every Jedi had that kind of technology, right? The only possibility for the lightsabers turning off is that his helmet, or whatever the hell he's hitting, is cortosis. So, is it cortosis or electrosis? Cortosis. Yes, it's cortosis. I remember there was it was a comic I made of this, how many years ago? Oh gosh, I think it was like 7 years ago now, I'm trying to find it. But essentially, like, Vader was fighting these Jedi, but let me bring it up. Yeah, okay, here, check this out, chat. Alright. Is it this one? It's this one. When did I make this? 7 years ago. Yeah. January 7th, 2017. Wait, check this out.
Yo,
Quickly, cortosis blade. This is a cortosis blade. Your
What's up?
lightsaber will now be useless for the next few minutes. More than time enough. to
what's
kill
petty
you.
shit?
That's what a cortosis blade is. She used it against Vader. But
Weird.
It wasn't
Okay.
any help against Vader. He just freaking grabbed her hand,
What?
snapped her little neck like a twig.
Nah, I don't know who that is.
Vader's dueling skills
Rich?
Sorry, it was on mute.
takes his lightsaber aside and
Nah.
grabbed hold of the
Nah, I don't know no
soon-to-be
Rich.
Jedi, snapping her neck and taking her blade, as he said.
Nah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Vader's dueling skills far outmatch the Jedi.
What do you
which
mean?
they knew. So they aimed
It was wild. Then Vader just takes the Cortosis blade and just starts like deactivating all the Jedi's lightsabers and
to take down his right
Right.
arm, which seemed to be expendable at this point, as it was the third time now that he had to have it replaced. Pretending to be badly hurt in order to lure them further, preying on their weakness of mercy, he said,
Oh shit. Okay. Nah, I don't know. No, I don't know none of them. My bad.
dumped
He
his
just caps them all.
harnessing the dark side within him, hoping to kill fire with fire. When
Who's
Vader
messing with
proposed to
you?
summon his own severed hand that still grasped tightly onto the Cortosis
Why are they messing with you?
deep into the Jedi's chest, killing him.
Yeah, anyway, getting carried away with my own role. Yeah, so Cortosis blade exists. I don't know if that's what they were using, but a possibility.
See, that's messed up, and I be asking you for pictures, and you don't send. Oh hell nah!
Of course, I like my own vid. You don't like your own vid. right?
Is it, I don't think I ever said that.
Who doesn't like their own posts?
I don't think I ever said that.
Liking other people's posts and nothing their own.
What the? Oh my god. I don't know who you, but okay, so you sent, so you sent some pictures, and his girl found out. All right.
They pretended lightsaber battery.
I
tech
ain't
in
thirsting
the
for
perfected
shit.
lightsaber battery tech in the next 100 years.
I ain't
know you
thirst-
hate this, but be real. This choreography is miles better than anything Disney has done so far. Be real here.
She could do that. She could do that.
Definitely.
She
Not
could
say
do
much.
that. So you, so you just don't like her?
That's what I was asking. What do you reckon? Done with Disney Star Wars. Never done with you, sir. Thanks, Kennedy Parker. How you doing, man?
Oh, just now? Oh shit.
Stop hating on Acolyte. Best comedy I've seen in a while. Also, everyone agrees that Star Wars Christmas special isn't the worst now. Probably more canon. Yeah, I would say so. For sure. I'm pretty sure it'll turn out that May, we saw at the start, the fire in episode 3 was an illusion. She thought the Jedi were the ones who started the fire until she found out
Damn.
it was a lie. Maybe May is Osha and Osha is May this entire time. I don't know. All I'm happy about is that literally nobody has anything to say anymore. It's just insane.
You gonna fight her too?
Oh,
Don't fight her over no dude you don't even want.
like seriously, okay, like we get it. Like Disney have done some shitty
I don't
stuff.
know. You might gonna have to beat her ass then. I don't
It's not
know.
really bad, isn't it? It's not just me who thinks this. I think it's kind of universally known.
Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
You're not just
don't do
hating
that.
to hate something.
Kiki's
I
been
think
online.
We all want to love something. It's the end of the day. We all really want to like this show. It's just how? So bad. I think we need another like Mando episode 1 for a season 1. Hey Theory, when will you have another big sale? I missed the last one by a few days due to a late paycheck, sadly. Love your channel, been a fan since almost day 1. Keep going strong, man. You right on here. We're gonna have a sale for July 4th. We'll have a week. Yeah, so just in a few days now. It'll be a big 50% off sale, so make sure you're ready for it. I'll send you an email out to all email subscribers to thefavorite.com. That'll be on as well. Yeah. There's a couple new things that we're adding. New products. And, stay tuned. A lot more in the pipeline. Hey Theory, glad I was able to finally catch a watch party since I usually miss them. Got my first saber from Theory Sabers and I love the premium unboxing experience. Keep up the good work, dude. Thank you so much, Ryan. I appreciate that review, man. If you can, make sure you go on the site and review the product that you ordered. It means a lot, man. And you can pop up. Praying for you and standing with you and so many others against the simps and all the hate. And I'm proud of you and how you have handled it. Bless you. Thank you, Jordan. Yeah, you always gotta handle things with class. You always gotta handle it, you know, as best as you can. Yeah, you're human. Sometimes you get pissed off. You're like, oh, yeah, but you're gonna handle things as best as you can. And be tolerant of other people's opinions on both sides. It's been a while, Theory. Glad to see you still pushing through the acolyte. We suck together. Theory, apparently the duel in this episode is supposed to top the duel of the Fates and Battle of the Heroes. Yeah, I know. Pretty crazy. Bold claim.
What the fuck, bro?
Glad to catch a stream for once. Been watching since 16 and want to say your vids helped me a lot. And I want to show some appreciation.
Hey, get that ass shit out of here.
What's his name? Dog?
Now get the fuck off me.
Just make your own Star Wars review from it. Why are you complaining about Jackie?
Fucking ass shit.
Well, as a Padawan when everyone did the same thing. And no one's complaining. Yeah, the sleeping. No one's complaining.
This is fucked up.
The show is still crap, but it was kind of cool. Fight for Disney Star Wars. Yeah, lightsaber fights are always fun.
Luke! I just killed fucking Luke Skywalker, bro. Bro, I fucking feel terrible. I feel terrible. Fucking bitch. Bitch ass kin. Bitch ass kin.
Well, they let him float away.
My father leaves the dark side. Fuck ass kin.
Theory. How fast would Yoda kick Milo Ren's ass? Well, they didn't have the budget for him, so probably wouldn't.
I just killed Luke Skywalker so nasty. That was so rude. I was toxic as fuck to Luke Skywalker. What?
Revenge of the Sith
just
cost
wanna fly.
$113 million.
Arms around me, baby.
$113 million. And the Acolyte cost $180 million. We had Yoda jumping around. We had a lot of CGI.
Oh, fuck.
We had
Oh, fuck.
Mustafar.
Oh, fuck.
Budget cuts. We couldn't afford the Wookiees to fight. And we also couldn't afford the Forward. Ooh. Nice. I didn't even think to compare Revenge of the Sith cost to oh, and Attack of the Clones cost $115 million. Crazy. You ship internationally. Greetings from Finland. Yes, we have customers in Finland. Why did May want to turn herself in the last episode, but now suddenly she wants to support Jedi again? She can't make up her mind. Yeah, she's having a bit of like the
One might well fucking think that I'm the Glinto fucking factory in it. One might well fucking think it, mate. One might well
So I'll give you a warning.
fucking think it, mate.
I'm sick of
There's
this
something
story.
on
This is why House of
fucking Glinto
Dragon is
dick,
always a
bitch.
OSHA, can we
Oh.
please
Motherfucker.
move on? May, we literally killed our entire family and
Oh, just wanna bomb. Oh, your fucking ass! Your fucking ass! Your fucking ass! No, that's some shit. And he had to have the. Oh, he had to have the better ones, so he had the mythics.
Also, to at least make a
Of
bit
course, he had the
sense, the
mythics.
show could be great. Things won't check now. Yeah, you know, they left one alive. They just gotta kill that one. So, and then the Sith Lord has to kill himself too. Yeah. then it makes sense canon-wise. That it wouldn't go through. But even then, no. Like, how did this dude not get into the radar